everybody, and welcome to Planning with Donna Smith Wilson. And this is part 2 of my layering series, and this one is layering florals. So let's go ahead and get started. I've pulled a couple books that were older, and I basically pulled one that has paper and one that's clear. So because there's two different ways that you can do this. And basically, I'm just trying to use up a bunch of my old stickers, and this tutorial is really going to help me be able to do that. So let's go ahead and just get started. I'm going to take one of these older kits that is in this book, and I am just going to go, I'm not trying to make it perfect, okay? And I'm just basically trying to show you that with a paper sticker, you have a little bit, it's a little bit different to fiddle with. So say I want to pop this in here like this. A lot of times what I will do is I will cut off this edge just so there's not white over the bottom of this. And say I wanted to come in here and put this down in here somewhere. Well, maybe I want to put it like right in here. I like to bump stuff up against something else to make it look like it was part of it, if that makes sense. So like right here, I don't know if that's going to look right. It's probably not the greatest example, but there's that. You could just keep layering. You could keep adding to the layers of this sticker. Now with white stickers and white backs, like with this, a lot of times I'll take a floral and I try to match up as close as I can to something to make it look sort of like it was already part of that lay, so to speak. So if you didn't want to do that, you know, obviously you could just come in here and you could just do this. But if you wanted to make it look like it was layered, you just come in here and you bump it up against here in a way that you feel like is more complimentary. If you don't want to overlap, like I don't, there you go. You haven't overlapped, but yet you can take a scrap and you can, what I do, let me take one of these little flowers. These are all the way back on here wonky. Let's say you wanted to cover that up. You could do this. You could just take it. I like my stuff to look sort of organic looking. I don't want sharp edges. I don't want it to be. You can do that. I like to take really intricate stickers that are difficult to fiddle with. And I like to try to do all kinds of different things with them. Like take this. Let's take this one. See if we can make it look like it was together. The best way to do that is to cut off whatever you're trying to bump it up against, that white edge, and that will make it pop. So like right here, if you wanted these to look like they were together, cut the white edge off one side and then bump it together with that, and you've camouflaged the fact that that is two stickers, so to speak. So like right here, you have white edging in here, but you have white edging here. I like to go in and cut off as much of where I'm going to bump it up against as I can. And then I take it and I come in here and I place it in there, and it just looks like it was part of the sticker originally. So let's take this lily here, and I'm going to cut just the tip and see if I can let this come into here and look like it was part of, on these where they have the white going up the sides, sometimes that makes it a little challenging. So I like to try to cut some of that off. just because I think it looks weird. And cut this off. Now, you know, if it doesn't matter to you that it looks all, you know, perfect and blah, 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 then, you know, you do you, boo. So where I cut that white off this one side, if I come in here and I try to marry this down in here like so, it's going to look a lot more, I'm trying to get it to where I think it looks natural. See where that's got white on the edge? To me, that just looks fake. So we're going to do this, and we're going to take it off of here. If I don't tear the sticker all to pieces. There we go. So now, if it lays over top of here, you don't have a big white edge right there. You see what I'm saying? So I try to bump the end here up against the color. So when I lay it down, and this overlays here, it's not looking like, oh, she laid another sticker on top of another sticker. I don't want that look. I want it to look very organic, like it was supposed to be there. So like right here, see how this doesn't look? You can just come in here if you want, and you can just cut out as much of the white as you can get off of here. Now, if that seems like way too much overkill for you, then don't do it. A lot of people just don't care. If I'm really trying to do a spread that I really want to like pop off the page, you know me, guys. I'm extra anyhow. I'm going to do it. You all know me well enough now to know that I'm not about no white edges on those stickers showing if I'm trying to do a major layering spread. So right here, I just took that off of there, and I can go that extra mile if I don't tear the sticker up from the get. If I can get it to lay back down. And this is probably why a lot of people don't do layering, because it's a pain in the butt. I'm not even going to lie. It's a pain in the butt. There we go. See, like right here, that white, you can just come right in there and just go and pull that little part off there. Now you don't have any white showing. It looks like it was part of that sticker all along. So that's a basic layering of white stickers. You just, the more of the paper stickers you have that you cut away, the actual white, it's going to look more organic, like it was supposed to be there. So there's an example of layering florals, just florals. Now, if you want to put some boxes in here, that's our next video. So now we're going to do clear stickers. They're even funner because there's basically nothing back there on the back to be able to do that. So in order for us not to be all confused, we're just going to lift this up, pull this away, put this right up here, and we're going to start with our clear stickers, okay? I'm going to go ahead and cut the edge off of this just so when I do the presentation at the end. And something else that you can do is when you cut your edging off, I think everybody probably knows this already, is you can take, but if you're new, you may not. That's what this is all about, trying to teach people new techniques that don't know and are new to this. When you cut something in half, save it if it's enough to make an impression and just run it on across your side. Another tip for layering. It's not really layering, but it's not wasting, we'll say. All right, so let's do some clear stickers. Let's take these major, vibrant, bright ones. Or should I do... Let's do these different color ones here, because I think you got more different color here. So we're going to take this great big one here, and we're going to put this down. Now, to me, layering these stickers, I think, is easier, because you can butt stuff up against stuff, and you're not cutting away. So you have that extra there I like to bump it to where one edge of the color hits the other edge. And then mash it down. And one trick with clear stickers is, and I don't know if you guys know this, if you're new, you probably don't. If you're not new, you probably do. You can take something that's super smooth, like this, and the more that you mash down on your stickers, the less cloudy they are on your paper. They will blend better into your background. You can get rid of that cloudiness, so to speak. So I'm going to take this, and I got a piece up there. Got a piece of white on there. And a lot of times you will see me using this. It's because I can get in here and not be using my big old fat fingers. And I have that butted up right against this and this, and I didn't try to wiggle it in there to where it was going to drive me nuts. So we're going to do the same thing with this purple. I always try to keep the leaves coming out and not going into the center of a floral. So let's just keep our flower power. I think I'm going to do this. Going to do that. Because I want to build it going out a different direction. Now I want to bring some more of that purple this way. So where this is easy to access, put that one here. Now we're going to come back in here, and I want to put as much coloring on this side as I do this side. So we're just going to pop in here, probably do this right there. And we're starting to build out our floral arrangement. So like if you wanted this to be like right in the center of your spread or across the top, maybe you started in a corner here and you're going across. And this can start to cascade down the center of your spread. Let me see. Now this one is going to get interesting because I want to get right up against. I want to get right up against that, and I want to turn it like so. Now, where I overlapped right here, a lot of times what I will do is I will just take and I try to get underneath it. If that doesn't bother you, that flower or that leaf being overlapped, that's great. Stuff like this drives me bonkers. I don't know why it's not coming up. There we go. And if you don't like that leaf right there overlapping, we can just cut it off. If I can get it off the paper. I would rather have something overlapping in a more organic way. And when I say organic way, I'm going to show you what I mean. If this does not come up off this paper, really? I don't think it's going to, guys. There. This thing's just wanting to be a booger. Come on. Come over there. Oh, goodness gracious alive. There. I got it off of there. Okay. So when I say organic, what I mean is like, see how this leaf right here bumps right into the stem of this? To me, that makes it look like, okay, it's sort of camouflaged. So that's what I mean. Like, if you overlap something, that's the way to overlap it. So let's go ahead and get one more because we don't have, now here is a little trick. This is a straight edge. If you pop that in there, it's going to look stupid. Okay. What I try to do when I have this type of thing is I'll come in here and I'm going to get rid of that leaf. Then I'm going to round as much of this as I can to make it look not flat. Now, we might not be able to put it in here like so. Let me see. So I think the best way to do this is to come up and underneath this sticker right here. Now, like I said, if this is way too much for you, then don't do it. I'm extra that way, and it always has to be, you know, over the top stuff. And I'm just trying to pull enough of this up where I can get it to where it looks. I might do this. Put that corner right there. Yes. Okay, now lay down flat. There we go. Don't panic. And we're just going to pretend that that didn't wrinkle right there. Now you can see right here, okay? Now you can tell that this is, but what I'm going to do so that it's not crazy looking is I'm going to come in here, and I hope this works because I'm on camera. So it might end up being a colossal fail, but this is how you're going to learn, is to get in there and just do it. Because you're not going to learn unless you try. So I'm taking a sticker that looks exactly like that sticker, and I'm going to cut away some of this, okay? And I'm going to try. I say try. I didn't say I was going to be successful. So we're going to do this together. Oh. I want to try, and just bear with me. See when you mash that down, how it just blends it in there? And what I want to try to do is and I can just hear some of my planner people saying, I ain't going to all that trouble. You can forget it. It ain't going to happen. Just bear with me. Like I said, this might end up looking totally stupid. And it's probably going to. But I'm just trying to camouflage as much as I can. Going to put... No, this needs to go this way. Okay. I think this is going to be a colossal fail, but I'm giving it my best. Nope, this needs to go right here. Nope. A lot of times you can put stuff in here. There we go. That didn't work. Let's do this, okay? I've done this a many a time. Now, you know why I pre-plan? Because I'll do stuff like this, and I'm like, nope, that's stupid looking. That's ugly. I don't like that. And guess what? I just pull it up, and I keep on moving. So I don't like the way that looks. Let's just, I want it, you know, we ran into a problem. Let's fix the problem. I'm going to take this sticker up. And if you just pull it back like that, there you go. Okay? So let's get that out of the way. What would be the better plan? Since that didn't work out at all. Okay. Smooth that back down as best you can. Let's take a floral that is similar. And I want to try to, nope, I want to put it like, there we go. Okay. Now, I really like that. I can come in here and try to put, this needs to go right like, and if you're, like I said, if you're not extra like me, don't worry about it. Just put them wherever you want. That's as close as that's going to get. And like I said, when you mash the stuff down, usually you can make it look halfway normal. So I think you get the general idea of layering. And like if you have little tiny scraps like this, you can always go in and you can, let me cut that little edge off. You can take these leaves, you can add them in here. I always like to overlap, like right there, I overlap that leaf to add to it. So you can't even tell that, you know, I had chopped that leaf off. So like these right here, that's like these little yellow things right here. Let's say you wanted to add those in. Well, we're going to go in here and we're going to cut away everything but the little yellow things. And you can take them and let's see if we can find probably the best way. These need to go this way. So I'm going to cut this off right here because it looks wonky. And if I'm going to plant them in here somewhere, I want to try to butt this up against some more green. You can just add that in there. So when you have stuff like this, and you want to incorporate layers like that, that's how you do it. I mean, I just keep bumping them up against each other until I have where I want. And then if I have little spots in here sometimes, this is, to me, is okay. I would just leave it, but let's just say you don't like it and it's just a little bit too, you know, you don't want all these little bare spots and stuff like that. You can always take your little scraps like this and pop them in here, there, and everywhere. Now, you have to be careful when you're popping them in. That's why I always try to say, put it against something else. Now, here is a prime example of why something looks fake. To me, it's a dead giveaway that you did a really poor layering job when you popped it in there like that. Always try to pop it in. Like with this, what I would do is if these florals were laying against an edge, do that. That way, to me, it looks organic. It looks authentic, if that makes any kind of sense. Anytime that you have, you know, something like that, that is the best way that you can camouflage it. And like, I was going to try to find this little peach flower, but I don't see the little peach flower, so I'm just going to cut the little peach flower off. And if you wanted to add more leaves, that's how you add more leaves. It's really just using your imagination and just getting in there. And the main thing about layering florals is it's okay to totally mess it up, because that's how you're going to learn. So guys, I hope that you found this layering florals tutorial helpful. It's a little newbie one-on-one, you know, just getting started type thing, and you will build your skill level as you go. That's basically what planting's all about. You know, if you go back and you look at my really old videos, you're going to be like, wow. I mean, you're really going to be like, OMG. Her stuff was a hot mess. So there is that page. This is the clear stickers, okay? And these are, like, we have 1, 2, 3, 4. We have 4 stickers there. But it all looks like one. So that's your end goal. So I hope you found this Layering Florals Part 2 tutorial of a Part 3 series. The next series, Part 3 in the series, will be layering florals and boxes together. So we're putting it all together. We've layered our florals. We've learned how to layer boxes. Now we're going to edge all those boxes with florals. That'll be part 3. So be watching for it, guys. Thanks so much for watching. Don't forget to hit that like button, the subscribe button, the notification bell, and I'll see you guys on the very next video. Thanks for watching. Bye.